This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Ay, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. There's no need in keeping it low-key. I can cover the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash.
Yeah. 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 Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about...
Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 million.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
We're set. 19. 56. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On second down, it's Miller. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. They keep it with Miller on first down. Oh, some strong running. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On first down, Watson. Buying time to his left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Know your jump. Check.
Throwing again is Watson. On the right side, this is Miller. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Watson to the right side and complete to Thomas. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he's got Miller. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Watson looks to throw again. Steps away to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they've made it pay off.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny, and the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Penny, the 1st down carry. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up for the offense. Certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Cassius Marsh in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now Watson's throw is taken in by QT. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Miller.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Watson, completing it to the right side. Johnson. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first. Watson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Watson. Forced out to his left.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Here's Watson on 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. a dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 39 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach David? And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. To throw is Wilson. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. They set up the screen to Penny. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. The kick by Fairbairn is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 3rd down, Carson. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Carson. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. They run again with Carson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. 57 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will get them one closer. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mental.
Lamar Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 76 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead with the matching touchdown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll try and throw for it here. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. On 2nd and 15 now. Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st and 10, Watson looking for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing again is Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab as his guys can. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. It's a foot race. The 40, the 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Left side complete to Lockett. Back now in Houston. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. As a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Wilson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Now Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Watson. Flush to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. Back to throw, Watson. And he'll find QT on the right side, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? A first down carry now for Miller. And he's got some space here. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A huge play there for Houston. 51 yards on the ground. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. They were still throwing. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he'll advance no further, so he can't bring it back for 2, but the extra point attempt is unsuccessful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. He's got it with the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards. It's complete to Lockett. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands, downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. Miller with a 1st down and more. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Here's Watson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing now, Watson. Thomas has got it, complete. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. The Texans send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And look at this, it's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A big offensive explosion helped leading them